Welcome back, guys. So we're here on our first session, kicking it off with the amazing Sharan Sammi. She's an empowerment coach and an intuitive healer. As you may have seen some of my promotional videos where I've been talking about how I know Sharan, like we go back quite a few years. And it's really interesting because I think I randomly connected with her many, many years ago. And then from nowhere, we just like reached out to one another. I can't even remember who initiated it. And then throughout this journey, we've learned so much about each other and we've got so much in common. But without further ado, I want to hand it over to Sharan so she can speak about her session now. And because time is quite precious today, we're going to kick it off now. Over to you, Sharan.
Thank you, Summer, and thank you for everything that you've done to put this summit together. I'm just so excited to be here. So thank you, everybody, for joining me today. So I'm Sharan Sammi, and I'm here today to talk to you about how to reach your true greatness where anything is possible. Okay, anything is possible. Now, I've got this mantra that I use on a daily basis, which is nothing is impossible. Anything is possible. You can do anything if you put your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, and your heart into it. You can really achieve your greatness and you can live that dream life where anything is possible. Now, I live by this each and every day, and I'm just so passionate about this, which is why when someone came to me and said, would you like to be one of the presenters? And I said, yes, I would love to. So today I'm going to talk to you all about reaching your true greatness. I'm going to introduce myself in a moment, provide you with powerful insights into my life, how I've achieved certain greatnesses and certain magical moments, and then also give you some insights as well into what you can do as well to reach your true greatness where anything is possible. So first of all, before I introduce myself officially, is you're probably thinking, well, actually, my life is great. I'm amazing. I've already achieved my true greatness. But if you think about it like this, okay, one of our human needs, okay, the most powerful human needs in our life is growth. Okay, we want to achieve growth in all areas of our life, which means fundamentally that if you've got goals, okay, before you actually achieve those goals, you're then probably thinking, well, what's the next goal? What am I looking to achieve thereafter? Because our need is always to grow, to develop ourselves even more, to up level, to raise that bar. And that's where reaching your true greatness is so important, because it's just that empowerment that you can give yourself. So as I mentioned, I'm Sharan Sammi. I'm based in the UK in the West Midlands. I'm married. I've got two beautiful earth angels. I've got a daughter that's 6 years old and I've got a son that's 4. And they are my life, basically. Everything I do is for my family and for my children. I was actually in the corporate banking world in the UK for 20 years, okay? It was my passion, my dream career, and I loved it. I advanced at such a rapid pace, and I'll give you some examples in a moment as well. But 15 years ago, I also opened myself up to the wonderful world of personal development. And it started by reading The Secret. Now, some of you out there probably nodding. Yes, I've read that. You've read The Secret, okay? But this was life-changing for me, as it probably has been for you as well. So I read The Secret. I then started to go on a lot of personal development courses, and it was magical. You know, I started with going on a 4-day course at the Excel Centre in London, doing an amazing fire walk. Some of you out there, and I'm not promoting it, some of you out there have probably done it as well. And the fire walk was literally mind over matter, achieving that true greatness where anything is possible. And it was possible doing that fire walk, and I've since then done glass walks. I've broken an arrow, a wooden arrow with my neck, and it's actually behind me, and I should have picked it up to show you. But it was actually magical. So as part of my journey, my personal development, I'm a natural psychic medium, but I started then training to become a Reiki healer master teacher. Then I went on to certain healing modalities such as theta healing, which is all to do with accessing the subconscious via the theta brainwave, which is basically the brainwave when you're going to sleep. You're half asleep, but you're half awake, and you access the subconscious. And this is where your memories, you know, all of your beliefs that you've got in life, it's all formulated. And everything that you do, about 90% of everything you do, on a conscious level comes down from the subconscious. So the theta healing modality has been so powerful. And so if that wasn't enough, I then trained to become a licensed master NLP practitioner, which is neuro-linguistic programming and hypnosis and timeline therapy, then a certified life coach. And bearing in mind, if you're listening out there, bearing in mind, this was all whilst working 12 hours in the banking sector, each and every day, long hours, 6 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock at night. And I was still personally developing myself. Annual leave. I took holiday to go on courses in the evenings, at weekends. And then 9 years ago, I got married, had my wonderful children, and I still continued to personally develop myself. And at the moment, I'm training to become a strategic interventions life coach, okay? And a lot of other courses as well. But something I want to share with you as well is throughout my journey, okay, I became what's known as a serial manifester, okay? And you're probably thinking, okay, what is that? Okay, now I'm going to give you some examples of greatness here, just so that I can inspire and motivate you, okay? So when I actually finished university, this story is so long, so I'm just going to snip it to the punchline. And I actually won a brand new car, okay, via a radio competition, which was worth £15,000, okay? And this is using your mind over matter, really, sending out to the universe what it is that you truly want. And in that example, to reach my true greatness, I really wanted a brand new car. But I put out to the universe, I'm not going to pay for this car. I just want to be given this car with ease, in a timely manner, in the safest way possible. And the universe delivered that within 9 months, okay, within 9 months. And it was absolutely amazing. Another area I want to share with you is, whilst I was in the banking sector, 3 years into the banking sector, I then thought to myself, okay, if anything was possible for me, what is possible? And I got the higher self say to me, TV, get yourself on TV. And then my ego mind, the devil on the shoulder came up and said, there's no way you can do that, Sharon. You've got a banking degree. You started, the banking sector on this graduate job. You've increased your salary like over 100%. What are you doing? Your career path is set in banking. My higher mind, the angel on the shoulder came up and said, TV, get into acting. And then I stopped and I thought to myself, okay, for me to really reach my true greatness, okay, I've got a calling towards getting on the TV, but I've got a really secure career and I love it with a passion. But hang on, let me see what I can do, because anything is possible, isn't it? Nothing is impossible. Anything is possible if you put your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, your heart into it. So what did I do? There was a whole process of what I did, and I'm just conscious of the time as well. So I'm going to go straight to the punchline. So I got an acting agent that signed me up in the city that I was living in Manchester in the UK, which was absolutely fantastic. I was signed up. I had to start with doing background work. But then after that, I went to my agent and I said, put me forward for some better positions. He said, you can't, because you've got no acting experience. Confident, self-motivated, ambitious, I drove it forward and said, put me forward to something else. So after 13 phone calls later, consecutively every single day, with my agent saying, no, 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 I was then put forward to a casting to star in a UK TV soap. I got through the audition. I got a magical phone call on that evening from my agent in Manchester saying, yes, you've got the position. Okay, it was a featured position for 3 weeks, which I did on a top UK TV soap. So I had a stint out of the banking world to start the TV and the acting career side. And then I landed a permanent role on this TV soap, and I had no acting experience. Okay, when my agent initially told me, oh, that's impossible, you've got to do this for years and years and years before you can get part for any position, because I was determined, because I was ambitious and I was confident and I really believed in myself, I reach that true greatness. And the reason I share this with you, and the reason why I feel it's really important, is because you can do this too. Okay, so if you think about your life at the moment, think about each individual area. Okay, now take a deep breath. Think at the moment about your relationship with yourself. Okay, how do you feel about yourself? You know, your self-love. How much do you love yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest? Just think about it now. Okay, next one. Think about your relationship, okay, with a significant other. Okay, what is that like on a scale of 1 to 10? And if you're single, just think about, okay, having a relationship, if that's what you want to have, okay, where would you like that to be on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest? Now look at your finances. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you rate your finances in your life? And then lastly, your health. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, where is your health at the moment? Okay, great, you've got those scores. Now, is any of those a 10? Okay, is any of those a 10? Because if they're not, why not? Because anything is possible. Yeah, anything is possible. You can get that self-love to a 10. Mine's completely off the scale. Mine's like 100. Seriously, I'm like vibrating at such a high energy at the moment. And there's various techniques I do that. And I'll give you an example. My morning routine, I wake up in the morning and I do a morning activation meditation. Then I do my gratitude. Now, gratitude is fantastic to do to really increase your vibration, to give that art of appreciation, and to really, you know, to feel that positive vibe. Because if you're in that vibe and you start your day like that, you're resonating at this high vibration. You're then going to start to attract all of the events, the circumstances, the situations, the people that are in direct resonance with your vibration. Okay, so gratitude, take that, because, you know, if you do that at the moment, that's fantastic. But if you don't, it's just simply saying every single day, what am I happy and grateful for today? Okay, because it's so magical. It really, really is. So depending on where your scores were, like I mentioned, you can get that to a 10. Okay, now it comes down to two things. Okay, in your life at the moment, are you living your life on default? Okay, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Now that is, okay, by definition, by Einstein, literally a definition of insanity. Okay, because you've got to do things differently. Okay, so instead of living that default life, have the empowerment. Okay, step up level, okay, and really feel into what is it that you want to achieve in your life. Okay, is it that you want to advance in your career? Is it that you want to leave your career and you want to start your business? Is it that you really want to cement your relationship with your partner and you want to have the most fantastic, passionate, lovable relationship ever? You know, 10 out of a 10. Or even if you want to meet somebody, you know, get that passionate relationship to a 10 out of a 10. Looking at your finances, you know, is it that you want to increase your salary? Now, as a serial manifester as well, I actually increased my salary because after the TV, I went back into the banking world, okay, and I literally increased my salary by 110% when I was told it was completely impossible, okay? So one of the things I want you to take away from today is basically nothing is impossible, okay? Nothing is impossible. Don't listen to external people, you know, all of the, you know, external people, the circumstances, the events, the situation, because we can't control that. But what you can control as a finishing off, what you can control is yourself, your responses, and the way that you show up each and every day. Okay, because like I mentioned in terms of my mantra, nothing is impossible. Anything is possible if you put your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, your heart into it. So just before I finish, because I spoke about gratitude, I do have a free gratitude ebook. So if you would like a copy of this ebook, it gives you 7 daily exercises that you can do to really increase your art of appreciation and practice gratitude each and every day. If you would like a copy of that, feel free to join my Facebook group, which is called, guess what it's called? Anything is possible, and it's aimed to inspire and to motivate everybody from around the globe. So if you are interested in joining that for inspiration and motivation, or to access the free ebook, feel free, because I'd love to connect with you further. So thank you so much for listening, and enjoy the rest of this Success Summit. Amazing. So
Wow.
over to you.
Amazing. And you know, the only thing about these online virtual events is we can't get that round of applause from everybody, because I know that everybody's cheering you right now. What amazing energy you've kicked our sessions off with. Like, I am so buzzing. Your energy's so like infectious in a positive way. It's like I'm ready to open that window and fly out and be like, yeah, let's go and own the world. Wow. And you know, all those nuggets and those stories that you shared, and there's so many that overlap with myself. As you know, I'm on my mission to be a serial manifester too. And, you know, being the founder of Manifestation Maven, my whole life is all around manifesting, law of attraction. So everything that you talked about was so juicy for me.
Thank you.
You know, it's got some lovely comments as well being made. People really enjoying what you were talking about. And absolutely. I mean, I don't know if you've got a chance, if, you know, for your event, your group link, if you've got it at hand, pop it in the chat. But if anybody wants to connect with Sharan Sammi, you know, look her up. You'll see her in all of my social media feeds. I've tagged her where I can. So do definitely follow Sharan and definitely join her Facebook group as well. And yeah, absolutely amazing. I don't know if anybody did have any other questions, but I'm just being mindful of the time as well, because I'm now wishing I just gave you more time. Like, I want to hear more.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll do something else soon, and maybe have an extended session or a workshop where we can maybe tell people a little bit more about what you've done. But there's so much you've achieved so far in your journey already. And even like that salary increase, I remember also manifesting a salary as well. It's just amazing what can be done. Something I did want to ask was quickly, a question that's come to my mind. Maybe it'll help the audience here right now. You said when you wanted to manifest your car, you got it within 9 months. Now, I know sometimes when people are trying to manifest, they want things instantly, or they want it within a week or a month. Did you put a time limit on your wish, or did you just know you're going to get it? So you just kept on thinking, I'm going to get it soon.
Yeah, that's one of the fundamental manifesting mistakes, okay? Being specific, like ultra specific, like I want this car in this color, this engine size, etc. And I want it by the end of the year, and I want it by my parents giving it to me, okay? Straight away in that sentence, there's 3 limitations, okay? Being ultra specific, the timing, and who's going to give it me. I literally said these words, literally. And the story, okay, I could probably share the story, but join my group and I'll share it on a live, because obviously the timings. But awesome. I literally said, universe, I want a brand new car. I'm not going to pay for it. I want to just be given it with complete ease in the safest way possible. Thank you. And so it is. So I basically, and the key thing here is looking out for the opportunities, because you've got to take action, because it was a radio station competition. And had I not, I literally summoned, and I know the timing, so I'm going to be 10 seconds. That's I literally had my phone, the radio station cut off from my R&B music. It went to a different radio station, and the radio station said, to enter the competition, dial. And I literally dialed the number. I had no idea what station it was. No idea what it was for, but I was just so open. So you've got to be open. But to answer your question, don't put any timings, because the universe, it transpires in different ways, and it will give you it the best way possible. And it's all synchronicity. It's all synchronicity. But thank you as well for the lovely comments. I haven't had a chance to read them. I'm just kind of trying to read them now. And thank you so much for all of the love.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much, Sharan. So yeah, guys, join us over now. We're moving over to Dr. Hasina now, and she's going to be talking us through different concepts at the moment. I'm just going to quickly check her topic title. So the journey to the conceived moms. So I'll see you over there. I'm just thinking I don't have an option to end this session.